Dear Divine Feminine, this is a channeled message for the month of September. So let's go ahead and get started. The Divine Feminine, as you can see in the first card, has been on a crossroad for quite some time. She was just imagining what it would be to be on another path. On a path where her soul was guiding her towards her goals and her dreams. And in one hand, she wanted to follow her soul and her intuition and follow her heart space. On the other hand, she wanted to follow her mind space and what rationally was the best decision to make for her in her situation. But the more and the more she tried, she was still stuck in a place in her headspace. But more and more, these are past energies and they still work in the future, but the more and more you will go and trust your own intuition, your heart space, into making those decisions for yourself. And let the head space rather be a tool to step into your heart space. Now, because of this, she felt as if she wasn't able to make a decision for her life, because every time she wanted to make a decision from her heart space, she was guided back upon her head space. And I feel society has programmed the Divine Feminine to be in her headspace of logical thinking and has forgotten what it means to follow your heart space. And that is where this channel is all about, is step into that divine power, divine feminine power again, of following your heart space again. So the opposite spectrum of what we have been taught by society's programming. As you can see, she was constantly, as you can see, we're just going to follow the card. So what I see next is the king or the queen of cups. She is just in this place of her world being in upside down. Because her world is upside down, she is in a place of confusion. In the past, you have been in confusion about your life, whether you should do something or not do something. And this has everything to do with your heart and your mind space. Now I feel when it is coming this year, we will step more into our heart space, and also in the month of September, you will be reflecting back upon the year, and it will be autumn again, so you will just be in that energy of reaping what you have sown throughout the year and reflecting back upon the year. What kind of decisions have you made this year? And I feel your confusion will be lifted by the month of September. You will see what did work out for you and what didn't work out for you. And then what fills your cup up and what doesn't fill your cup. So you're really being honest to yourself about, what fulfills me in life. Did I make the right decisions for myself? And not from a head space, but from your heart space. How do I feel with my life right now? And by evaluating upon your life, you're going to make decisions that are working on into the next year, 2022. So I feel this is more you will be pushed by the universe to make those decisions if you're not willing to make them because you feel stuck or some other things are coming up for you. You're going to make those decisions. Then this whole year revolves back into building that stability for yourself as a divine feminine. In the past we have been clinging on to other people and in the hope that they brought us our stability. And we're thrown back to ourselves in the end of the year to see if our life is built upon a stable foundation, the Ace of Pentacles. If our life is built upon a stable foundation, there is nothing, so not so much something we need to change, because we have a right job, we have the right relationship. So I feel if you don't have a stable foundation, something needs to fall down. So it will happen. There will be a lot of changes by the end of the year if they did not happen for you already in this year. For me and for a lot of people, a lot of changes. This is a year of changes and endings. But if that did not happen for you, all those changes, they will happen in the end of this year. And so whatever you're hitting a wall with is where you need to change. And you can clearly see this as you need to walk away from something. The card number 4 in the right corner. The man is sailing with a boat with his child and his wife to another, set sail to another place. Now this place, it may be something physical that you are going to change, or it may be mental, or it may be both. But the Divine Feminine is very much working up on her, how she perceives herself. So she's going to work on her self-image, and her stability is then coming from a place of security within herself, and a certain security about knowing herself, a certain self-worth, because the more she's appreciating herself, the more she is trusting herself, the more stability and the more coins, the more the universe can offer her. You see, when you appreciate yourself, when you feel worthy of receiving love, when you feel worthy of receiving pentacles, you are going to receive those pentacles. And therefore it all has something to do with your mindset, the way how you feel about yourself. And the Divine Feminine knows this. So you need this. It's coming more stronger to the end of the year, that where you still feel more insecurities about yourself. Now you need to set sail. So a lot of people will feel the urge to move to a different home or a physical location, or you might want to move or change your job. So I feel this is the thing that's going to change the most for the most Divine Feminines. So you're going to set sail. This is not a sailing boat. It's more a boat made of wood. Again, grounding yourself, grounding your energy. And then combining it with the water. So grounding yourself with your emotions, grounding your emotions into the physical realm. That means that if something doesn't feel good, then follow your heart in it. Don't doubt it, and then change your location. See, there's nothing to lose, there's only something to win. When you are following your heart, there's nothing to lose, only to gain. So this is the lesson that the Divine Feminine is learning into the next month, is to trust that there is nothing to lose. Then the 6 of Pentacles, I feel when she is in this place of balance with herself, she is able to reach new heights. She is able to help the poor. She is able to help the world. As you can see, this again is the coins. So she's working and not looking for someone else to help her with her pentacles. She is surely helping herself build her own foundation again to balance everything out. So if you have been depending upon another person, another man, another family member, someone else to give you what you need, next month will be, and the end of the year, and next month will be a place for you to look at that and to see that you don't have to be dependent upon others if you can do it yourself. It's about being independent. The Divine Feminine, there's nothing wrong with depending upon people if you need the help of others, but Divine Feminine must also understand that she must be independent in order to sustain herself and to be happy and to feel good within herself. So she is able to share that energy with the rest of the people around her and with the world as well. So she needs to balance everything out. So where you have been overly dependent upon other people, try to be more independent. When you're too much independent, try to be more dependent upon other people. It depends on the area you are in, but try to look at those areas for yourself. So where you can work upon. The King of Staves and the Queen of Staves. So they are both working together, but there's a difference right here. She has been in a relationship with a man that is looking in the other direction. As you can see, he is looking to the left, she is looking to the front. So they wanted to work together, but he, on the other hand, was focused on something entirely different than what she was focused on. Also, they wear different colors as well. She has a sword in her hands. He has a stave in his hand. That means that she needed to cut through and remove things from her life in order to grow at a rapid pace. So she needed to cut through with things. He, on the other hand, was focused onto getting his feet on the ground. This can represent a physical relationship or your own energies of divine feminine and masculinity, and I feel that's also the case. So he's looking to the left, he's trying to hold on when she is trying to move on. So divine masculine is all about stability, rationality, and he's trying to hold on to that. Divine feminine wants to cut free from her place she's in and follow her intuition. So they are both the polar opposites of each other. When being in balance, they can complete each other, but when she's all in a rational mind and he's all in his rational mind, it's not going to work out. So they're trying to balance each other out at this time. So if you are in a partnership right now or you are not, know that the divine masculine and the feminine it's highly likely that they are pointed in a different direction right now. This is divinely guided because they both have to walk their paths separately before they can come together. Otherwise, they would not last. The relationship would not last. They have to first build their own foundation and their responsibilities not placed upon the other person for their life, but the responsibilities have to be in their own hands. Now, she is moving forward. He is looking what he can change right now. There's a huge difference. To the left, we see still some childhood or family trauma in the past. That can resurface again right now, this month. And the energies are not just in a month, they shift time and time, and they come back time and time over again, just like a wheel. It happens again and again until you heal that within yourself. So this message can go around for 1 month, 2 months, 2 years, but they are definitely on point in this time. Now, the Empress wants to relax. She don't want to worry about her future. She don't want to worry about her past. She just wants to enjoy the present moment. She is sitting on her chair, which is red. She is surrounded by nature, and she has a heart-shaped stone beneath her, where she's sitting on. Now, this is you being in touch with nature. You have a heart for nature, and a lot of feminines, they have to stay grounded in order to sustain their spiritual energies, because you have a high spiritual energy that, the higher it gets, the more you need to ground yourself. So you want to keep in touch with nature. And even when it's getting colder, it's important to still keep in touch with nature. As you can see, also the Ace of Pentacles is connected to nature again. And to have your spiritual gifts, which is the Ace of Pentacles, your spiritual gift coming from the cloud into a hand and receiving it from the universe, you need to ground that energy into the ground. So your dreams, you have to ground that on earth. So that's why it's so important to have an earthly mission as well, to interact with earthly things. Whether it's working out, it's going to your job, it's surrounding yourself with people, or just doing things in a physical sense of nature. So I see the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords next to... Okay, so your present energy, the need for groundedness was more in the past than now, but still it's very accurate right now. But to the left, you will see the past energies. In the middle, the two cards in the middle, on top and on bottom, the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles are your present energy. So how you're feeling is building that stability, that coins, and making your spiritual gifts. Now ground that into the earth. That is the main message. How you are, what you're working upon right now. That's the main message. Now, the past is the past. That's what I've talked about. The crossroads in the past, the grounding, the childhood, the Ten of Swords. So there was a lot of heartbreak and healing. Now the future energy. So there is the boat, the pentacles as well, and the king and the queen of staves. Those are the future energies for yourself. So all you need to do is choose yourself as you see the direction which she is going on to right now. As you can see on the bottom to the right below, the Queen of Swords. She knows where she's heading. She lets nothing hold her back from achieving that, her spiritual mission on earth, to ground that. She lets nothing hold her back, even not the divine masculine, even not the thing that is surrounding her right now, because she understands that no matter the obstacles that she needs to cut through, she is willing to do that, because she understands the growth that is involving with those obstacles. She understands that she has chosen this path as the queen. So you're becoming the queen. The next month you will feel that queen energy arising within you again, of that secureness, of that self-assurance, of that knowing, that inner knowing. These energies will come through you next month, and those energies are there to make you again aware of what you came here to do, because you in these energies, and especially next year, will be a very profound year of 222, which is all about everything falls into place, coming together. You know what you came here to do. So this is a preparation phase for 2022. So, this was the message for the Divine Feminine for the month of September. If you felt that you resonated with my energy, please feel free to contact me to have a personal reading with me. So, I'm wishing you lots of empowerment, lots of love into your life, and I see you later. Thank you so much. Bye bye.